Yo, it's your boy, Chimmy P3, and I'm back with another hardcore Nuzlocke video. Today, we're playing Pokemon X, and our challenge is, can we beat the game using hardcore Nuzlocke rules using only the Gym Ace Pokemon? Pokemon X and Y are regarded as one of the most easiest games in the whole franchise, so that should mean that the gym leaders have some pretty weak Pokemon, but you'd be surprised how well they did in this run. Here are a list of the Pokemon we can use. Also, a side note, I know I haven't posted in a while, I've been busy with work and school, but I promise you I'm working on a huge project that everyone will love. Trust me, it's gonna be a straight banger. Here are the rules for this challenge, but the most important ones are, it has to be played in set mode, there has to be a level cap, and we cannot use items in battle. But with all on else, is it possible to beat a hardcore Nuzlocke of Pokemon X using the Gym Leader Ace Pokemon? Our journey starts off by us waking up and going downstairs to see our hot ass mom, and then her telling us to go change by looking in the mirror. Oh mirror, mirror in the wall, can you please help me change? Ba-boom! Okay, I'm ready for an adventure. After all that, we go into the town and we meet our new friends. I don't want these guys to be my friends, they look weird. They asked me to make a nickname for myself, so the only one I think that fits well is Big Peen. So from now on out, I want to be known as Big Peen. We had to choose our starter, but our starter isn't really any of these Pokemon, so I decided just to pick the frog because the frog looks cool. We had to say goodbye to our family, and I'm gonna miss my mom, only because she's hot. But I'm also gonna miss my big brother Rhyhorn. He took care of me as a kid. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. See you later. After leaving town on the first route, we can find our first encounter in Scatterbug. Viola uses a Vivillon, so once we evolve it, we should be fine for the gym battle. Right? We named Scatterbug Choji, and he is a hardy nature, which is a neutral, so we always take those. After we clear out the forest, Scatterbug evolves into a Spupa. And after training to the right of the gym leader's town, of the first gym, I forgot the name, Spupa evolves into Vivillon and we're ready for the first fight. The battle with Viola begins and it goes very simple. Vivillon hits a Struggle Bug to do more than half to the Surskit as she hits a very weak bubble. Later, on the second turn, another Struggle Bug is enough to KO the Surskit. Her ace Vivillon comes out and this could be scary just because of her infestation attack. So I go for Protect as she uses Tackle. Then miraculously, I land a double Protect and I dodge the infestation so I don't get hit by that. On the following turn, I use Stun Spore as she uses Tackle, leaving me with around 34 HP. From here on out, it's just a straight war using Tackle, 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 Tackle. It was just tackles back and forth. It was just crazy. So many tackles. But at the end, my Vivillon was able to win the Tackle war. And that means we got the first gym badge. Let's go. Woo! After we defeat Viola, we have to make our way to Lumio City, and wow, I'm in Paris. We've made it to Professor Sycamore's office, and let me tell you, man, this is probably my father. My mom definitely this guy on the regular. Going down the elevator, we seem to meet some guy with red hair. I don't think he's evil or anything, or try to destroy the whole world. Why would he? He's such a nice looking guy. During me and Serena's coffee date, we see the red-haired guy again with a movie star, I think. Hopefully she's not a strong champion in the future. I think she's a champion, who knows. On Route 5, we finally get our next encounter and it's a Skiddo. We catch the Skiddo, name her Kakashi without the rest of the name, so it's just K. And she seems to have a hardy nature and Sap Sipper. You know what, I'm just glad we have a second member. On Route 6, we're able to get our third encounter, which is an Esper. Esper is such a great Pokemon since she's a psychic type and has very good coverage. I'm so glad this Pokemon is a thing. Her nickname is Tsunade. I'm pretty sure you guys guessed the nickname theme by now. If not, leave it in the comments. She has a calm nature, which is amazing for this type of Pokemon. Let's get it. Hey bruh, you're charging me $1,000 to go inside this place? Nah bro, you crazy. You a crazy man, bro. You crazy. Oh, Shauna, you did it. I guess I have to do it too. Wow, Shauna. Look at these fireworks. Okay, back to hating you with all my guts. We finally get our fourth encounter and it's in the Helio Eptile. This is on the route where you ride the Rhyhorn, so we're with our brethren right now. We catch it and name him Shikamaru. He has an adamant nature which is horrendous for this type of Pokemon. Whatever, it's fine. Yo, look at this guy with his red suit, bruh. He got the drip. Sheesh. This is life or death right now. Who do I choose, the Jaw Fossil or the Sail Fossil? Of course I'm going with the Jaw Fossil. It's a freaking Tyrant. Dragon Rock type. These guys are crazy. We go back to the lab and we revive the Fossil into a powerful Tyrant. Yeah, never mind. It's not powerful. It has a quiet nature, bro. What is these natures, man? We named them Obito and we moved on. Yet again, we have another encounter to talk about, and that is Eevee. We catch the Eevee, name him Sasuke, and he has a jolly nature, which is pretty good, not gonna lie. And finally, our final encounter into the last gym of the game is Hawlucha. And I'm pretty sure Hawlucha is gonna be the MVP of this run. We name him Naruto, and we move on to Grant, the second gym leader. At the level cap, Esper reaches level 25 and evolves into a Meowstic. Now we're ready for war. It's time for Grant, and it should be easy since he's a rock type gym. He starts off with the Aurora as I send out Hawlucha. One rock smash is enough to KO the Aurora. The battle against the Tyrant is a pretty difficult one, but we should be fine. I go for Rock Smash as he goes for a Rock Tomb. Then another Rock Smash leaves him in the red. Not good. He goes for a second Rock Tomb, leaving me with 26 HP and I have a -2 speed. On the next turn he goes for a Potion as I go for another Rock Smash, but luckily I get the defense drop. On the following turn he outspeeds but goes for a Bite, which leaves me with 13 HP and that just secured my win. One more Rock Smash is enough to KO, and that is the second gym badge acquired. We make it a Shalor City, and now we're inside some mansion thing, and we see, bruh, what is that haircut, man? You look like a straight dingleberry. That haircut is horrendous. We have to fight Serena, and it's just a total sweep, so I'm just gonna skip over it for now. After 2 hours of just playing around with the Eevee and giving it affection and love, he finally evolves into a Sylveon, and that is one sexy ass Pokemon. Now it's time for Shalor City Gym. The Karina fight goes as expected. It was a total sweep by Hawlucha. One flying press is enough to KO the Mienfoo. One flying press is enough to KO the Machoke. Her Hawlucha did give me a little bit of trouble. She goes for Hone Claws as I went for a flying press, leaving her with above green health. Then on the following turn she goes for flying press, leaving me with 21 HP, but luckily one aerial ace is enough to do the trick. That is the third gym badge acquired. Now Karina wants me to battle her with one of her Lucarios, and guess what? I put my foot down and I say no. And they're left all distraught and surprised. Yeah, I said it. I said no. After completely destroying Serena again, Kakashi finally evolved into a Go-Go and Gali. Go-Go is such an underrated Pokemon. You'll see in this run. It's pretty much a straight line forward after the third gym to the fourth gym, so here we go. It's time to go against the grass dude. The battle begins with Hawlucha hitting an aerial ace on the Jump Pluff, leaving him with around yellow HP. But Jump Pluff hits a powerful acrobatics, leaving Hawlucha with like 37 HP. I did not expect that at all from a Jump Pluff. Luckily, on the next turn, one aerial ace was enough to do the trick. Up next is the Go-Goat. So my plan is to roost so I can have some HP because he only has grass type moves, right? Nah, he goes for takedown, leaving me with 57 HP after I roosted. On the next turn I go for aerial ace, leaving him with yellow HP, and miraculously I live on 2 HP from a takedown, and on the next turn I'm able to KO with an aerial ace. That was scary. Ramos's final Pokemon is a Weeping Bell, and just to be safe I use Roost 2 times and then I'm able to KO the Weeping Bell with one aerial ace. For some reason this gym was actually pretty difficult. Yo, is that Mr. 305, Dade County, Mr. Worldwide? Is that Pitbull? Oh, it's just a Team Flare admin, never mind. I was gonna ask for your autograph. Yo, are these the Power Rangers? They look exactly like the kids who fix my Pokedex every time I go to a new route. Whatever. Let them have their moment of fame and clout. Yo, what? Is this guy in the NBA? This guy might be Wilt Chamberlain, bro. What? It is time for Bonnie's Game Show. If you answer this correctly, you will win $1 million. What is this Pokemon? Oh, that Pokemon is a Dedenne. Of course it's a Dedenne. Oh. After miserably failing at the $1 million in the game show, it is time to get my revenge by defeating Clement in the 5th gym leader battle. I send out Go-Go as Clement sends out the Emolga. Emolga goes for Aerial Ace, doing so much damage while I miss a Leech Seed. Not good. I then switch out into Obito, and Obito tanks an Aerial Ace. On the next turn, I tank one more Aerial Ace as I go for Rock Tomb, leaving him with a red HP. The following turn, Clement uses a potion on the Emolga as I hit another Rock Tomb, leaving him with red HP once again. Then on the next turn, I outspeed and I one-shot the Emolga. Next up is the Magneton, and I have nothing to kill this Magneton with Obito, so I switch back out into Go-Go as he uses a very strong flash cannon. On the following turn, I'm able to take the Magneton all the way to red HP with the Bulldoze, as the Magneton leaves me with 10 HP with the flash cannon. Finally, I'm able to KO the Magneton with one more Bulldoze. Clement's last Pokemon that he sends out is a Heliolisk, and I have to switch out of this immediately. I go out into Shikamaru and I tank a quick attack. On the following turn, Heliolisk goes for a Thunderbolt, leaving Shikamaru with 10 HP, but he survived and did his job. He landed a Bulldoze, lowering his speed. I switch out into Tsunade as I tank a quick attack. On the next turn, I'm able to hit a Psyshock for massive damage, leaving the Heliolisk with yellow HP. He lands a Thunderbolt, leaving me with yellow HP, but not to worry, on the following turn I'm able to kill with a Psyshock. Wow, that was pretty difficult. After the fight, I evolve my Shikamaru into a Heliolisk. Let's go. My make-believe father and his evil dude maybe is just chilling here having a cup of tea. I don't know why, I just think the guy with the red hair is an evil dude trying to destroy the whole world. I don't know, I'll get over it. Shauna invites us into a haunted house and we have to listen to this old man's story. He just talks about, boo, it's so scary here, I'm gonna scare you. Alright, that was the story, give me 10 bucks. Get out of here, bruh. Get the fuck out of here. I think it's time to buy some drip. I'm all dripped out, baby. Yeah. Drip. Before the gym battle, Tyron finally evolves into a Tyrantrum, and wow, this Pokemon could also be the MVP, co-MVPs with Halucha. The battle with Valerie was just way too easy. There's no point of explaining everything that goes on, so I'll just summarize it for you guys. Mawile can't really touch my Go-Go, so I set up 6 bulk ups, and I set up a Leech Seed so I wouldn't run out of HP, and from there it's a murder. A Bulldoze is able to KO the Mawile. A Seed Bomb is able to KO the Mr. Mime. And 2 Seed Bombs is able to KO the Sylveon. What a way to go out, Valerie, you suck. What's going on in here? Is this where the application to become a sugar baby is? Cause I will sign right up. After we deal with the Team Flare shenanigans, we finally get our final encounter in Bergmite. This Pokemon is complete dog water, but we still need him on the team. Welcome, Haku. You're a bold nature, which is pretty good actually, like I won't take that away from you, but you're still garbage. I'm able to evolve Bergmite into an Avalugg right before the 7th gym. Let's go. Olympia had the same fate as Valerie. We start off with Tyrantrum hitting a crunch on the Sigilyph. Then Sigilyph hits us with a powerful Psychic, leaving us below half. On the following turn, one more crunch is able to do the job. Next is the Slowking, and from here on out it's a total sweep. I send out my Go-Go, and as you know, all I have to do is set up a couple bulk ups, and then the rest is history. One Horn Leech is enough to take out the Slowking, and on the following turn another Horn Leech is enough to take out the Meowstic. Everything is getting way too easy in this game, just like announced. 7th gym badge acquired. You did not just put Wilt Chamberlain into jail. Do you not know that he's a goddamn legend? I'm going to get revenge for you, Wilt Chamberlain. I will defeat that stupid Lysandre.
No way. I'm gonna get you out of here. I promise you, I'm gonna get you out of there.
After destroying this goon, he tells me to choose between red or blue. I'm pretty sure blue is always the correct choice, but since I'm a rebel, I'm gonna go red. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That's why you never go red when you're given the choice between blue and red. Whoa, what? Is that 2 Ariana Grandes and 2 Pitbulls? Are they cloning each other now? What the hell is going on? Oh my god, they're gonna jump me, help! After watching this anime cutscene of Xerneas waking up, we have to go against Lysandre for a final time. The first 2 times it was a sweep, so I didn't show it, but now this is gonna be a difficult battle. The battle begins with Lysandre sending out a Mienshao and me sending out my Tyrantrum. Knowing I am dead to a high jump kick, I switch out into Avalugg and I sadly sack her. Goodbye. You didn't do shit, you suck. Here comes Naruto saving the day. I send out Halucha and I'm able to one-shot the Mienshao with a single flying press. On the next turn, Lysandre sends out a Honchkrow as I switch out into a Tyrantrum. I eat up a Aerial Ace, and then on the next turn, he goes for a Steel Wing, leaving me with around 90 HP, but 1 Rock Tomb is enough to KO the Honchkrow. His third Pokemon is Pyroar, and this could be very scary, but not to worry, Tyrantrum is here. I go for Earthquake, but he outspeeds and hits me with a powerful Dark Pulse, leaving me with 32 HP. Luckily, I was able to hit an Earthquake, leaving him with a sliver of health. Predicting him goes for another Dark Pulse, I switch out into Sasuke and I'm able to eat that up. 1 quick attack is enough to KO the Pyroar. Here comes Gyarados. Luckily, when he Mega Evolves, he turns into a Dark type which easily can die to a Moonblast from Sylveon. He Mega Evolves as I go for Moonblast, leaving him in the red HP, and he lands a powerful Iron Head. But luckily, we live with 16 HP, and on the next turn, 1 Moonblast is enough to KO the Gyarados. Lysandre, you just took this big fat L. After we defeated Lysandre, he goes on to ramble about how he wants to change the world and whatever, and then he makes the beam go up to the sky and come down. But let me know how those houses weren't destroyed, they were just flipped on their back. Doesn't make any sense, Game Freak. Let's go! My boy Will Chamberlain was freed from his cage. Go chase your NBA dreams, buddy. You got this. The 3 fights with our other rivals that no one remembers their name of could be really difficult, but luckily for us, we just swept through entire teams of them, so I'll just show you some clips of it, but other than that, it's on our way to the 8th gym. And is that you? I haven't seen you since Black and White 2. You're talking to all the Pokemon. Wait, that's not N? That's Wolfric? Never mind. You don't interest me. Like any other ice type gym leader in Pokemon, this was way too easy. I send out Halucha and I'm able to KO the Abomasnow with a single flying press. The next Pokemon is Cryogonal, and that also dies to a single flying press. Here comes Avalugg, who is a physical monster, but this is too easy. Predicting that he's gonna go for Curse, I use Encore and he's locked into Curse now. So I switch out into my Vivillon and I'm able to set up 1 Quiver Dance, leaving me to be able to defeat him with a single Bug Buzz. Wolfric, you're no match for me, man. How are you an 8th gym leader? Our final fight with Serena goes as expected. Another sweep. Like, Jesus, man. Don't you get tired of facing me? Like, you're never gonna beat me, man. Leave me alone. We made it to the Elite Four, and the fire type member of the Elite Four decides to give me like a tour. Like, no, bro, you're about to lose to me. Get out of here. The first member we go against is Seabolt. And with Gogo, all I have to do is set up 6 bulk ups, and the rest is history. I'm able to KO the Clawitzer. I'm able to KO the Barnacle. I'm able to KO the Gyarados, and Starmie is last, giving me the first elite member win. Next on the hit list is the Dragon Tamer woman. The battle begins with Meowstic using Light Screen as the Dragalge goes for the Sludge Bomb. Then I use 2 Calm Minds as I keep surviving these Sludge Bombs. Now it's time for the sweep to begin. 1 Psychic is enough to take out the Dragalge. Then comes Altaria. 1 Psychic takes her out to the yellow, but then she misses her attack. So on the following turn, the next Psychic is enough. Third is the Noivern, and she survives another Psychic, but not to worry, a Dragon Pulse is enough to not KO me. Haha, got you. And 1 more Psychic is enough to KO. Her final Pokemon is a Druddigon, and I have the perfect counter. I switch out into Sylveon as I resist, well, I'm immune to a Dragon Tail. And then 2 Moonblasts is enough to KO, and I get the second win of the Elite Four. Next up is the Steel type user Wigstrom. And this was a pretty difficult one, but I made it easy. I start off the battle by sending out Gogo against the key Pokemon, Klefki. As you think, I set up 6 bulk ups, and from there I'm able to KO the Klefki with a combination of Horn Leech and Leech Seed. Next up is the Scizor. I go for Earthquake, leaving the Scizor in the red HP as he uses Night Slash. On the next turn, Scizor uses a potion as I go for another bulk up. On the following turn, I go for Earthquake again, leaving him with literally what has to be 1 HP. As he lands a powerful X-Scissor, leaving me in the yellow. On the following turn he uses another potion, so I go for another bulk up. Being left with 37 HP, I finally KO the Scissor with an Earthquake. Next up is Aegislash, and I have a plan. I go for Leech Seed as he uses the Iron Head, leaving me with 11 HP. And on the following turn, while he's still in stance form, I'm able to KO with a single Earthquake. His final Pokemon is Probopass, but I easily dismantle that with a Horn Leech and then an Earthquake. Onto the final member. The battle begins with the news reporter lady, and this one is a pretty difficult one. I send out Tyrantrum as she sends out her female Pyroar. She goes for Number Roar as I go for Rock Tomb, leaving her with half HP, but since I lowered her speed on the following turn, one more Rock Tomb is able to KO the Pyroar. Next up is Torkoal, and I bombard him with Earthquakes, but all he does is curse. This is bad. He's down to the yellow, so I use another Earthquake that leaves him with a sliver of health, and then he uses Earthquake and he leaves me with 51 HP. Knowing that she's going to heal, I switch out into Tsunade. On the next turn, I go for Psychic, leaving him with like around half, but luckily he uses Curse like an idiot, so on the following turn I'm able to KO with another Psychic. That could have been scary. Here comes the Chandelure. I go for Shadow Ball as it does more than half, and it uses Confuse Ray, and I'm like, alright, this is fine. I go for Calm Mind, right? Nah, I get hit by Confusion. He hits me with a Calm Fight, lowering my special attack. On the next turn, I go for Calm Mind again, and nope, I get hit with Confusion as he hits me with another Calm Fight, and I'm like, alright, on the next turn I'll do it. I finally hit a Calm Mind as he hits a Shadow Ball, leaving me with the red health, and I'm like, okay, the next turn I should be able to KO with the Shadow Ball, and nope, I die to a Shadow Ball from Chandelure. Rest in peace, Tsunade, you were an MVP and we're going to miss you. I bring out Tyrantrum to revenge kill for Tsunade. Knowing that she's gonna heal, I use Rock Tomb to leave her with red health by lowering her speed, so that on the following turn I'm able to KO with an Earthquake. Her ace Pokemon is Talonflame, and this could be scary, but she goes for a Brave Bird and I tank it with 18 HP as a Rock Tomb is enough to KO. It is time to fight the champion. It's time for the champion battle, and I told you that Diantha was the champion, like come on bro, it's obvious. The final battle begins with Sylveon just one-shotting Hawlucha. On the following turn, Tyrantrum comes out, and I one-shot the Tyrantrum with the Moonblast as well. This is pretty easy. Next up is the Aurorus, and I switch out into Hawlucha as she goes for Light Screen. I go for Flying Press with the Hawlucha, and she lives with yellow HP as she proceeds to KO me with the Blizzard. Rest in peace, Naruto. You were the main character of this anime and you did amazing. I send out Obito, and then I realized I forgot to give him HP, so I just go for Rock Tomb and I KO the Aurorus. Next up is her Gudra, and I know that Obito has to die, so I just go for Dragon Claw as a sacrifice and I don't even get a chance to hit her. Rest in peace, Obito. You were amazing. I love you. Next up is Sylveon, and after tanking a couple Fire Blasts, 2 Moon Blasts were enough to KO the Gudra. Her second to last Pokemon is the Pumpkin Pokemon, Gourgeist. I go for Bite with Sylveon and it does pitiful damage as she goes for a Trick or Treat. So I switch out into my Vivillon as she goes for Phantom Force. I take this chance to set up a Quiver Dance as I take massive damage from a Phantom Force, but on the following turn I'm able to hit a 75 accuracy Hurricane to KO the Pumpkin. Her final Pokemon is her Gardevoir. And no, I'm not going to say that she's sexy, that's wrong, she's a Pokemon. She Mega Evolves, but since I'm a little bit faster because of the Quiver Dance, I land a Bug Buzz and does a little bit less than half, but a Thunderbolt is able to kill the Vivillon. You did good, buddy. I go out into Kakashi and I use a Leech Seed, but she uses Moonblast, which does so much damage. On the next turn, I'm able to live a Moonblast on 32 HP, and then I'm able to KO with the Horn Leech. And just like that, we are Pokemon champions. I did not expect to make it this far, if you want to be honest. These Pokemon weren't that very good, but you know what? We did it. As we're celebrating our victory with our friends and family, Will Chamberlain comes up to me and asks me for a battle. And my answer is...